Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming episode 2 of my Shop My Stash series. If you guys are nosy and you want to see what was in my Shop My Stash in the last few weeks, what I'm keeping, what I'm switching out, then just keep watching. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I usually focus on new makeup and testing new makeup out, but every once in a while I throw a little curveball on my channel, and I did decide to go ahead and start a Shop My series here on my YouTube. So if you guys are interested in Shop My Stash videos, if you like talking about new makeup releases, if you like to see 3 to 4 beauty videos every week, then this is the place for you. Highly recommend subscribing, turning on that bell so you are notified every time I post, and without further blabbering, let's get into it. So if you guys are curious about what's on my face right now, both of these videos should be live already, but I tried out a new palette from a brand that's new to me, and this is a newer brand anyway. It's Cosmetics, and this is their Industrial Color Pigments palette. And then I'm also wearing a full face of Beaute. I finally broke down and bought a little bit of everything from that line, and I tested it out and I did a wear test. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and check the description box. I will link both of those videos down below. I'll also try and link my makeup for you guys in case you're interested. All the products in this video that I mentioned, I will link in a pinned comment in case you guys want to use those links. Sometimes I have coupon codes so you guys can get discounts on these products as well. Thank you for always using my codes and links. It really helps me out. Lets me put back into the channel. And yeah, those are all of my announcements. There's a little annoying fly buzzing around the room. I was filming B-roll earlier and I was like, what is that buzzing sound? And it's an actual fucking fly that's flying around in here. So if it lands on me, it might get a little violent. Anyways, I'm so excited to show you guys what I've been trying out for the last couple of weeks. So this is my brush holder. That's an older product from Morphe. This honestly works really well. So if you guys don't mind buying from Morphe, highly recommend this thing for a brush holder, especially for travel. I like all the brushes in here. I did go ahead and throw in the Pride collection brushes from Sigma Beauty in here. They were sent to me and I was so excited because they're a little smaller than the regular Sigma brushes, and I was like, these will be perfect for my Shop My Stash. So very excited to have those. I still have my Juvia's Place eyeliner, my Juvia's Place brow product, which is so good. Their brow gel is actually really nice. It holds my brows in place really nicely. So really like that, and that's kind of everything that's in here. I also have 2 Profusion mascaras that I was trying out. I actually did a full face of Profusion, and so I decided to take these upstairs. I'm not in love with these, and I haven't really used these a ton. So even though I don't like them, I'm gonna put them back in my stash just so I can use them up a little bit before I like declutter them. So that's the story on everything in there. Now for the main makeup stash, there's a lot of stuff in here. So I've been using the 7-pan Quarter Rosa palette quite a bit. I was honestly a little skeptical about these 7-pan palettes because I was like, oh my gosh, what's the point? But honestly, this definitely reminded me of why I love the Quarter Rosa palette so much. And they included this dark shade called Shakespeare. It's like a dark burgundy red shade, so I had a lot of fun playing with that. This shade Campfire is such good quality. Beautiful, beautiful shade. Quarter Rosa is a wonderful crease color. I played with this the other day and I really like the look I've created with this. So I've used this palette I think twice now, and I think I'm going to keep it up in my stash just to use some more. I have been trying really hard to pan my Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. That's still upstairs. I forgot to bring it down to film. I feel like I'm almost done with it. So we're getting close and I'm very, very excited to finish that off. And then we have the MAC Prep and Prime. This is the Fix Plus. I'm going to keep this in my stash because once I'm done with the Morphe, I'm going to use this one. I also did recently pick up the MAC Fix Plus. Actually, I think I'm going to swap these because I want to try this one for when I like do my makeup for every day, and this one is really nice whenever, and I've tried this product a bunch. So since this is new, I'm actually gonna swap those out right now. So this is a newer product to my stash. I actually added this because it came in the mail. Well, this was sold out first of all on Sephora for a while. So this is the LYS Stick Bronzer, and I got the shade Tan. It's called the No Limits Bronzer, and this is the shade Courage. So this is actually a really nice bronzer stick. It's a little bit stiffer formula than the Rare Beauty, but it blends out really nicely. So I'm very excited to have this. I've been using it now quite a bit in my Shop My Stash, but this is the first time you're seeing it on camera because as soon as this came in the mail, I just used it upstairs. So I haven't actually like put it in like a haul video or anything like that for you guys, but I do have it. I like the price point of the LYS brand as well. So yeah, very happy to have that with me upstairs. I'm going to keep my Tower 28 tinted sunscreen in my Shop My Stash because it's summertime and this is the perfect time to hopefully use up this particular product. I feel like I'm down to like this part now, just from like feeling the packaging. I feel like I've made really good headway with this. So very, very excited. I would love to use up some of these makeup products. So yeah, I'm going to put this back in with my Shop My Stash items. And then I have been loving the NARS Sheer Glow. This one is an oldie but a goodie. This is probably one of my most repurchased foundations in my collection just because this used to be the only foundation I wore for a really, really long time. And I get the hype with this. This color match is perfect for me. It's Tahoe and it's my summer shade. So I've had this one for a while. I don't know how far I am into this, but I think I'm going to keep this in my Shop My Stash because I would love to make some headway with this and I would really love to pan some of my foundation. So I'm going to put this back in with my Shop My Stash. Now, I have been promising you guys a foundation video and I promise it's coming. It's just going to take me a while because I really want to test things out. So I did put these Wet n Wild foundations into my Shop My Stash for the last few weeks to try out. So these are the Wet n Wild foundations in the dewy formula. They also have this in like a regular formula, but the dewy one's really nice and these foundations are easily under $10. I think they might be $5 or $6 at the drugstore. So I have two shades. I have caramel and I have amber beige. The caramel shade's been working really well for me in the summertime. Honestly, this foundation is bomb. If you put this in a high-end bottle and told people that they were using like something fancy like Tom Ford or Estee Lauder, I think people would believe you. This is very long wearing. It's not overly dewy, but it definitely isn't matte. So yeah, I'm really happy that I retested these out because I couldn't really remember what my thoughts were on this foundation. I will say the shade range could be better. This amber shade isn't really, like it's definitely more pinky, but this caramel shade feels like a really good match for me right now. And I love the applicator as well. It's got a little paddle so you can like put the foundation directly on your face. So yeah, overall a very solid foundation in the drugstore. If you guys have been wondering about this, these foundations used to be very hyped when they originally came out, but I feel like nobody's really talked about them in a while, so it was really fun to revisit them. Okay, so I'm gonna keep my airbrush powder in my Shop My Stash. This is the one from Charlotte Tilbury. I would love to pan this product, so definitely gonna keep that back in with my Shop My Stash. I have been loving the Natasha Denona High Gen Skin Glass. I'm not wearing it today. I think I mentioned in my Shop My Stash episode 1 that I had bought this, but I wasn't getting a lot of use out of it and that I was gonna make an effort to wear this more. And it's gorgeous. Like, I love how this makes my skin look. It looks very hydrated and plumped underneath makeup. And that's how I've been wearing it, is just under my foundation. I know you can just wear this on its own and stuff like that. There's different ways to use it. But man, oh man, this product is so good. I haven't really heard a lot of people talk about this, or maybe I just haven't been watching a lot of videos about it. It's a really nice serum, and if you're interested in this, I would recommend it to you guys. I'm gonna keep this in my Shop My Stash and continue to try and make some progress on it. So the bronzer I was using was this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Medium, and this is the Beautiful Skin Bronzer. I really, really like this cream bronzer. It's one of the favorites from the ones I've tried so far this summer. I do have a new bronzer though that I want to test out, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back in the drawer. And then I have the bronzer from Hourglass. I did use this one quite a bit, and I layered it on top of the cream bronzer from Charlotte Tilbury. This is one of my favorite powder bronzers. So I'm gonna keep this one in my stash for a few more weeks and continue to use this with the new cream bronzer I add into my stash. So I had quite a few lip products in my stash, and I will say I didn't get a lot of chances to use these ones because I was just running out the door and then I would just use whatever was in my purse. So I'm going to keep these in my stash because I want to use them. I literally have not tried this Nile shade out from Juvia's Place yet, so gonna keep these in my stash. And then the Ace Beaute lip oil is so nice. I did finally film my full video swatching all of the Ace Beaute lipsticks, so that should be up pretty soon, or it should be up already. I would highly recommend checking that video out if you're interested in the Ace Beaute lipsticks and like their lip collection, because it's so good. So I'm gonna keep the lip oil in my stash, and then I'm gonna leave the Juvia's Place lipstick. And then these are the Make It Big Plumping lipsticks by Morphe. I have 2 shades, and I added these to my Shop My Stash in episode 1, but I didn't get any use out of them, so they're going back in. So I had 3 concealers in my Shop My Stash for episode 1, and I've been using this faux filter one a lot. This is from Huda Beauty, and I wear the shade Granola, I believe, so I've been really enjoying this particular concealer. I also tried the Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop quite a few times. This is the shade Medium Dark 145. I actually really like this concealer. It's not like a full coverage concealer by any means, but it does a good job. So I'm happy that I was sent this from ColourPop, and I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna retire it because I'm gonna keep using the full filter concealer, and I also have another one that I want to test out some more. And then I also have the Smashbox. This is the Studio Skin Flawless 24-Hour Concealer. Really like this concealer as well. I did use this quite a few times in my Shop My Stash for the first episode. So I'm going to go ahead and put both of these back and keep the Huda one to continue on in my Shop My Stash. Okay, now we have blushes. So I really liked these Profusion blushes. These are really nice, and the price point is amazing because they're drugstore. I like the 2 colors. I do gravitate towards a good brown blush as well as a coral, so these are like 2 of my favorite blush shades. But I have a bunch of blushes I want to try out instead of these, so I'm gonna go ahead and take these out of my Shop My Stash. If you guys want to see swatches and see how these look like on my skin tone, highly recommend checking out my video with the Profusion Super Bloom collection. Okay, I didn't get to try this highlighter out enough upstairs, so I'm going to put this back in, but this is the Oden's Eye Warm Sunlight Solma Moonlight Feel highlighter. This is so pretty. It's definitely the least out there highlighter, I think, of all of them, but it definitely packs a punch. So I want to get some use out of this, so I'm going to put this back into my Shop My Stash. And then I have the Westman Atelier powder in here. I didn't use this one a ton. I was kind of gravitating towards the Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to take this out though because I do have a powder that I want to put into my Shop My Stash for the upcoming weeks. And then we have more things. So many things. So I did put 2 of the Pat McGrath blushes. These are the newer ones that have those half pans. So this is the shade Paradise Glow, and this is the shade Night Bloom. These are so pigmented. You definitely don't need a lot, so these are nice, but definitely proceed with caution. If you don't like very pigmented blushes, these are not for you. So I feel like I got some good use out of these, so I'm going to go ahead and return them back to my makeup collection because I have a bunch of blushes that I'm excited to add to my Shop My Stash for the next couple of weeks. Okay, then we had 2 more highlighters. So this is the Bridgerton highlighter. So beautiful. I think I'm gonna keep this one because I actually didn't end up using this one. I was using the ABH highlighter a lot because I hadn't used this one in a while and it was really fun to play with. This is definitely that Instagram blinding highlighter, which I love so much. And yeah, it was fun to bring this out and try it. It's definitely one of those products that I feel like will stand the test of time as far as makeup goes. So I really am happy that I have this, and I'm going to go ahead and return it back into my collection. Okay, so my makeup bag is pretty much down to empty. I just have a few products that I said I was going to keep in here. So let's pack it up again. So I'm going to add my products that I told you guys I was going to keep in there. So my Fix Plus, my Natasha Denona, and my NARS Sheer Glow. I'm going to put my Hourglass bronzer back in there. And then the lip products I said I was going to try out. I also did pick this up. This is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip in the shade Coconut. This was so pretty. And I saw it on my friend Angie's channel. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one into my Shop My Stash as well because I haven't tried this yet. So this is cute because it's like a pen applicator and it has that like juicy lip vibe, and I really like this color as well. So you click it, and let me show you a swatch of this. and it smells like coconut. Isn't that the prettiest like nude shade? I had to grab that, so I'm gonna put that in my Shop My Stash with the other lip products and the lip oil. Okay, I also showed this in a haul video. I bought another MAC stack to put in my Shop My Stash because I genuinely missed this mascara when I was doing my Shop My Stash, so I'm gonna throw that in there. I'm still gonna try and use the Makeup Revolution ones up a little bit before I crack into the MAC stack, but I really, really like this mascara. So I wanna add all of the Say Beauty products I bought that I'm actually wearing on my face today into my Shop My Stash. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the bronzer, the powder, the 4 cream blushes, this brush, which is their multitasker brush. They also have a highlighter, a skin tint, and a concealer. So I'm gonna add all of those in here to test out even more. I'm actually wearing those Complexion products on my face, so there is a wear test like I had mentioned. So I feel like since I added some of those products in, I don't necessarily need to put in some of the other stuff I said I'd maybe give another chance to. So let me go ahead and see if there's anything else I want to add into my Shop My Stash for the next couple of weeks. Okay, so I went through everything and I'm pretty happy with all the items I placed in my Shop My Stash bag. So yeah, this was really fun. I will be back in a few weeks for episode 3, let you guys know how all those new products from Say Beauty did. I'll show you guys anything that I added that I didn't film in this video, give you guys some reviews on the products, new and old. So I hope you guys are enjoying this Shop My Stash series so far. This is just the second episode. I did create a playlist though if you want to see the first episode. Make sure you are subscribed to my channel so you can keep up with this series. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will see you in a new video very, very soon. Bye!